Educator Effectiveness Committee. Roll call, please.
Mr. Appel, Dr. Armstrong, Mr. Birkin, Mr. Castile, Ms. Champagne, Dr. Clark, not present, Mr. Harris, Mr. Hollis, Ms. Holloway.
Here.
Ms. Mellorine, Mr. Morris, Ms. Altier. We have a quorum.
Thank you. Next item,
Your
please.
consent agenda is ready for approval, adding items 3.1, 5.1 through 512, and 6.3 through 6.5.
Motion, please. Ms. Champagne, second, please. Mr. Harris? Thank you. Any opposition? And so we go into this, huh?
Any opposition? No? Okay.
Any
Your-
opposition? No, we don't.
Your first item is on page 1, item 2.1, consideration of an update report regarding the 2022-2023 Teacher Preparation Quality Rating System Performance Profiles. The recommendation is to receive.
Motion, please. Mr. Hollis, second, Ms. Champagne. Any opposition? With none, having none, we have public comment cards. No. You're good?
Yeah.
Sorry. All right. Next item, please.
Your next item is on page 16, item 2.2, consideration of certification preparation pathway proposals. The recommendation is to approve as outlined.
Motion. Mr. Castile, second. Mr. Birkins, thank you. Any opposition? Without having any, next item, please.
Your next item is on page 25, item 4.1, consideration of revisions to bulletins regarding educator certification. The recommendation is to approve as notices of intent revisions to bulletins 125, 146, 746, and 996.
Motion, please. Mr. Castile. Mr. Harris, seconds. Any opposition? Without having any. Next item.
Okay. Scroll through all of these. Your next item is on page 122, item 6.1, consideration of executive session regarding discussion of the character, professional competence, or physical or mental health of a person. The recommendation is to convene executive session.
Can I get a motion to go into executive session? Ms. Mellorine, seconded by Ms. Champagne. Is there any public comment or board discussion on this matter before we take a roll call vote? Without having none, in order for this motion to pass, 2/3 affirmative vote of members present is required. May I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Appel? Yes. Dr. Armstrong? Yes. Mr. Birkin? Yes. Mr. Castile? Yes. Ms. Champagne? Yes. Mr. Harris? Yes. Mr. Hollis? Yes. Ms. Holloway?
Yes.
Yes. Ms. Mellorine? Yes. Mr. Morris? Yes. Dr. Clark is not present. Motion passes.
Thank you. I will advise the audience that we will be in executive session for the length of time necessary for the discussion. No votes will be taken while the committee is in executive session. All votes will be made in public. Additionally, public disclosure is not required for matters discussed in a properly held executive session. At this time, the Educator Effectiveness Committee meeting stands in recess to go into executive session. Thank you. This committee meeting and continue with the regular order of the agenda to vote on the items discussed in executive session. Motion. Mr. Hollis, second. Mr. Harris. Next item, please. I'm sorry, any opposition? Oh, no, we got to vote on that. Next item, please.
Your next item is on page 123, item 6.2, consideration of a records review regarding the issuance of a Louisiana teaching credential appropriate to the credentials of Ms. Heather Vincent. The recommendation is to grant, deny, or defer.
Motion, please. Motion to grant. Second, please. Mr. Harris, second it. Any opposition? Do you want to do a roll call? Are you good? No, we're good. No opposition. Thank you.
That concludes your agenda.
Thank you, folks.